listen to what I need. Put a picture so I can see. February can't chase the days away. Yeah, away. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's coming, it's gone to the wind again. Yeah, again. Again. Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This way's up, but you're down again. It's just like you to pull off what you thought you couldn't think today. The lost stranger, the wonder familiar face, broken hearts made of pieces that shake. I've had one too many of them. So now we greet. Just like snow can't slow, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow can't slow, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow can't slow, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow can't slow, oh, we drift to the
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right.
Hey, I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. You will understand because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My world. Whoa. Radiant, yeah, yeah. I can't pretend. No, no, no. I hope this never ends. It's about you. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. Your radiant truth. I know that you will understand because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. Let's go. You're radiant. You're radiant. Yeah. Let's go. Yo ho. Yeah. Dude. All right. How we living, people? How we doing on this lovely Thursday night? I had a really good massage today, actually. Today was like epically good massage. Right? Dude, here we are. I will say this though. You ready? So, dude, let's go. Curious George. Don't forget that helping you spread truth bombs is the way some of us fight back. Love you, brother. Yes, appreciate that. Dude, thank you, Curious George. Let's fucking go, dude. Thank you, boss. So I do want to say that my depressed day yesterday, like I'm back to manic today. I got my mania back. Let's go. Thank you, Curious George. And also we had Felicia. That one's for you. Let's go for the dance effing party, and one for James too, James Abner. There you go. Oh shit, music. All right, thank you. Sorry, I forgot to turn the music off. Thank you. Got it. All right. So the mania is back. Dude, we had a day or two off and a day or two of sadness. Now we're back on the horse. I did have a I had a great fucking massage. Dude, today's massage was good. So anyway, what I was going to say is that good or bad? No, that's good. I love my mania. Dude, I love it. Like I have very extreme mania, but I love it and I cultivate it with, caffeine and feeding my ADD and shit like that. Cause it's just, it really allows me, it gives me the energy I need to do all my shit, And fortunately though, I'm lucky that when I crash, I don't get depressed for long, right? I have some friends who have real bouts of depression and I don't get that. Fortunately, my turnaround is pretty quick. But I did during my massage today, I had a real sort of emotional
release, right? While she was working on one of my feet, and we were kind of talking about our families and stuff. And I sort of went back to this story, this story when I went to Nelson, BC in Canada back in the 90s. It's kind of like how I initially, got some separation from some of my like drug habits. No, it's good. I had a crazy, like good emotional release during the massage, which was nice. And so I'm feeling pretty good. Now, what I will say is this. What happened to early streams? I just had a massage day. And so today is still 9:15. That's pretty early, right? And also lucky that even though the mania is powerful, I stay in reality for the most part, right? I do stay in reality. I do have some delusions of grandeur, but they're always in the name of good fun. But so what it is though is I haven't really looked at any of the news today. I've been basically offline like all of the day, right? I slept in, I did the Joe Rogan video, I went to my massage, I came back, had Chinese food, hung out with Jenny, edited another video real quick, and then hung out with Jenny again. So I've been pretty like out of the loop as far as the news day of what went down. So, right? So like we are just on a discovery, okay? I haven't seen the Kentucky pep rally. I mean, no, if you're talking about the Trump rally in Kentucky yesterday, I mean, I did see that. But we're just gonna, whatever. I have a bunch of shit from last night still to make videos. So we don't really need to do like a lot of stuff. We will look at the crash. I mean, here's what I did notice though, guys. One thing I did notice was this, okay? Just coming in hot. I noticed that the price of gas price of oil still up there, right? There we go. Welcome to the golden age of the $94 fucking barrel of oil, right? And when oil prices go up, we make a lot of money. Jesus, dude, what an idiot. Trump says the US could profit from rising oil prices. Dude, what an idiot. Seriously, what a fucking clown this guy is. Dude, it's like he is just a clown among clowns. Always. Bro. Is he ever not a clown? Like, he's never not a clown, is he? Trump. All right. So, dude, he is just such a fucking dink. Somebody said they hung out with an old college buddy. Let's go. All right. So let's get in. You know where I want to start, though, guys? You know where I want to start? I want to start here, okay? I want to start with Trump's Truth Social post, okay? Did you guys see this? Trump posted this on Truth Social, right? In fact, here, hold on, let me go. I want to go dark mode. I have like dark mode on. So there we go. Trump posted that on Truth Social, right? You guys saw the post. He says, at military academy with my parents, Fred and Mary, right? Look at him. There's Fred. There's his mom, Mary. There's Trump with his little military thing. But I want to talk about this picture, guys, okay? Because believe it or not, I feel like this picture just tells us more about this situation and about Trump's life and about how we got in this mess than people necessarily want to admit. Okay? Because first off, if you guys know, I don't know if you know any people, I'm not talking about the people like down the road that are making, whatever, 150 grand, 200 grand a year. I'm talking about like wealthy people, like Beverly Hills, movie producer, diamond fucking salesman, kind of diamond wholesaler kind of people, real estate magnates, right? I'm talking about the wealthy people, because military school, guys, is a specific thing. Okay, these military academies, they are like where super wealthy people that have problem children, they have some kid that's a fuck up, some kid that they think is a loser. They're like disappointed in him. He maybe has a learning disability, or they just don't like him. He's constantly causing problems. They send him to military school. Okay, under the guise of like, oh, you need discipline, right? And they do this. Like when you send, Trump got sent there because he was a fucking loser, okay? Because he was a, corner cutter. He was just a problem child, okay? He was not smart, and he was not good at shit, and he was a stain on the family. Okay, he had behavioral issues. Now, here's the thing though, guys, is when you get sent to military school doesn't fix any of that shit, guys. It literally, it makes them worse. It fucking makes them worse, dude. It's like every person I have known that has like either got sent to military school or someone in their family got sent to military school, that shit never makes the kids better. Like the kids turn into more conniving, they become more sneaky, right? I mean, because this is like a high school. Trump went to a military high school academy, but they're boarding schools. So they send the kids there, and all the kids do in the boarding schools is fuck off. Okay, they like get worse. Their behavior gets worse, but they get better at hiding it. Okay, because they're hiding it from the headmaster, from the the military person who's in charge of them. And literally, it's like military school is where they send behavioral problems to go, and they become like better criminals, better cheats. They become more manipulative, more sneaky. And then they come home like, oh yeah, right? This did me real good. But it's literally a bunch of kids with problems, and nobody's actually addressing the problems. All they're doing is trying to do that faux discipline, faux get in your face kind of thing. And so I feel like this is really kind of how we got here. Okay, we got here by having like a kid who had behavioral issues, had serious self-esteem issues. His parents shipped him off to some military academy where he's surrounded by a bunch of other kids with serious, mental health issues. And then what do we have? We have like the ultimate cheater, liar, conniving, reality denying, making up bone spurs, chicken shit loser of a human being named Donald Trump, who went out into the world and just fucking wreaked havoc ever since, right? That's it, man. And somewhere along the line, I think he posted this thinking he's like the commander in chief. But dude, Donald Trump is one of the biggest fucking losers. Donald Trump is one of the biggest fucking losers I have ever come across in my entire life. Ever, dude. Dude, these guys, bro. Jesus. Look at him. What a dipshit. I mean, dude, I didn't know Trump led a marching band. Dude. What a fucking putz, though. I will say this, though, guys. The one thing to me that just is devastating to me is that this guy became president. Like, I feel like I can, in a way, I can never forgive America. Okay? I can never forgive America for letting this guy become president, dude. Like, you know, I'm serious, dude. This guy should have never become president, boss. Never. It's just, we are despicable as a country. We are. Like, literally, there is no bigger indictment of how uneducated, how entitled, and how fucking pathetic America is as a country. The fact that we voted for this guy to be president, and we did it twice, guys. We literally did it after this motherfucker, like, started an insurrection. After he lied about the election results for years, lying without evidence for years, we did it again. Like, seriously, America, you're fucking losers, dude. Dude, this is why Iran's gonna win, boss. Iran's gonna win this war because we're actually losers. You know, I hate to admit it. Yeah. We are losers. Arrogant, ignorant, entitled. Absolutely. Dude, he was so bad during COVID. Like, he fucked up COVID so bad, he started an insurrection and he lied about the election for years, and people still voted for him. Like, I'm sorry, America. You're sorry. Much of America, you're fucking losers. GG's. GG's. Seriously. There's no exceptionalism here in America, guys. None. None. Okay? No exceptionalism, guys. None. None. Dude. Unbelievable. Yeah, isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Like, what a sack of shit this guy is? Jesus. Dude. Right? Out military academy. Dude. What a loser, bro. What a loser. All these pictures in there. Dude, I posted in True Social. I was just like, dude, you're a fucking loser. All right, can I show you something though, guys? You ready? While we're on this, dude, we gotta look at something here. Watch what I'm gonna show you. Okay, you ready? Because this is gonna blow you away, guys. Okay, check this out. I'm telling you, what I'm about to show you is absolutely fucking mind-bending. All right, let me get the photo. Let me get the photo. I gotta get the photo ready. I gotta go to my profile. I know I like this shit. Let me find where I liked it. No, maybe I didn't like it. Hold on. All right, you ready? Here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna save this image. Okay. Now this is from Trump's, I believe it's from his Kentucky rally. Okay? This image that I'm about to show you guys. All right? This is important. Right? I am the most organized YouTuber without a doubt, guys. Nobody does organization like I do. Nobody organizes like I do. Nobody does organization like I do. All right, you ready? So the tweet that this guy posted was to zoom in on this crowd. Okay? This crowd is from Kentucky. And we're going to go in and we're going to look at the people that are in the Trump rally. We're going to take a good hard look at the people that are standing in the crowd here to see who these people are that are like cheering Trump on. All right. All right. So let's take a look. See, dude, Kentucky. Yeah. All right. Oh, shit. Sorry. There we go. My bad. I fucking pushed the button. All right. So here we are, guys. So look at what we got in Kentucky. We got some dudes. That guy looks pretty serious. We got some bearded guys. We got a guy here with an abnormally large head, right? We got some folks. Dude, I don't know what's up with this guy, dude. We got Jeffrey Dahmer's cousin. We got some woman there in a hat. Oh, man. Dude, look at her. Oh, shit, bro. Look at it. Look at the fucking crowd, boss. Wow. Right? Dude. I mean, I don't want to get judgmental here, right? But I'm gonna. But what I'm saying is you may have noticed that there is a certain type of person in this crowd, which is like people that look like they don't have maybe not even a full high school education in many instances. I don't think there's a single person in this crowd that we've looked at that has fucking gone to college at all, okay? They are super, like, backwoods, to say the least, all right? Now, you ready? Not one person, Donald Trump would never spend a fucking day with any of these people, okay? Like Donald Trump, if these people were dying on the side of the road, he would just drive by and probably spit on them as he passed by, okay? There's not a single fucking person here that Trump doesn't think is just a fucking degenerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what's so crazy about this, guys, is none of these people are like of Trump. Trump doesn't, these aren't Trump's people. None of these people are going to Mar-a-Lago. None of these people are going to be hanging out with him in Trump Tower. I mean, he would literally like fucking like spit on these guys. Isn't that wild? Dude, look at that fucking crowd, bro. Lower prices, bigger paychecks. Dude, that's fucking crazy. And you ready for this, though? No $1,000 slippers there. But there is not a single thing Trump will do ever. There's not a single thing Trump would ever do in his life that would help any of these people. Dude, these people remind me of Asmongold, right? They are all like, this is like all a bunch of Asmongolds. There's no way that these people like Trump will never do anything that will ever benefit these people at all. And yet they literally would like practically lay down on the train tracks for him, thinking he's got their backs. And that's crazy. Like, honestly, like what do they think? They think he's really fighting for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way, dude. Bro, isn't that wild? That shit is wild, dude. Dude. Oh, shit. Oh, there's Bubba. Oh, shit hell. Shit hell. Yeah, dude. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. It was in Hebron, Kentucky. Okay. It's an unincorporated community in Kentucky. You ready? So Hebron, where he had his rally, had a population of 6,195. That's where Trump has his rallies. It's all the way in the north. Right? So it is like Covington is over here. And so Cincinnati's across the way over here. Right? Where's Covington? Hold on, let's see where Covington is. How many counties over is it? It might be right next to it. It may be, Covington may be right there. Dude, where did I fucking see that? Hebron. Dude, I swear, what am I looking at here? Oh, there it is. Am I spacing out? Covington is in Kenton County? Okay. Oh, I want to look at Boone County. So that's Boone. Let's fucking look at Covington. Covington's actually pretty cool. And so, oh, it is. It is one county over. Okay. It was one county. I thought it was like further over on the side. I was wrong. It is literally just one county over. Covington's right here. Right? Covington's right over there. I thought it was like over here. Right? Dude, Covington's actually pretty cool. How big is Covington? It's still pretty small. 40,000. Crazy. But dude, Cincinnati is like super pretty, dude. Like downtown Cincinnati is, I think, is beautiful. I fucking love Cincinnati. Dude, I do. I love Cincinnati. But so that's crazy. All right. So Covington is fucking in the middle of that county over. Gotcha. Hebron, 6,000 people, bro. Jesus. See, here's what bothers me, guys, about like these Trump rallies, and Trump's out there and, you know, whatever. We see the photograph. He's hanging out with these people in fucking Hebron and blah, blah, blah. But if you look at the demographics, right? Do they even have demographics here? They probably don't. Oh, they do. But they're missing some shit. All right, let's see. So Hebron, Kentucky is 82 to 86% white, a little bit of Hispanic, and like 3-4% black. So it's mostly white. There's a little bit more of a significant Hispanic population than I would have guessed. I would have guessed it was like 90-some, right? They all smell of margarine, LFG. Let's go, Vincent. No dance party? No, there's always a dance party. Dude, let's get it set up. I've been busy Hebroning, so let me get the dance party goal set. Dude, I was too busy Hebroning. Doing my Hebron, Kentucky vibes. There you go. See, it's pretty wild, okay? Dude, it's crazy though, because look at this, guys. It says that Hebron, Kentucky is a growing, affluent, unincorporated community, right? That, you know what I'm saying? Which is wild, because look at this. The Hebron itself has 100,000, a median household income of 101,000, which is crazy. So Hebron itself is like pretty schmancy. It's like the type of suburb that Jake Paul grew up in. He grew up in a suburb of Cleveland that was like that. LFG Pine Box Dance Party. Thank you, Ella. Curious George. Let's go. Pine Box Dance Party. Pinky. Let's go. But you ready for this? So one of the things that's really interesting is like all of the people, all of the Trump fans that went there, all of these guys, they drove in, okay? Like nobody, I don't think anybody from Hebron went to the rally. I bet all of these people drove in from, you know, I mean, I saw them interviewing people on like RSBN or something, and everybody they talked to had driven like 4 hours to get there. Like nobody from there was there. Dude, Felicia, let's go. All the trashy people, they come from small town Kentucky, right? I mean, there's a lot of small towns, dude, right? There are a lot of small towns in Kentucky. I mean, you grab any dot on that map, dude, right? You just pick a fucking city, dude, right? You go. Right, you pick a city here, right? There you go, Cornishville. All right, all right. Let's check it out. Cornishville, Kentucky, located in Mercer County. What's the population? Dude, it doesn't even have a population, dude. Right? Unincorporated community. Its post office is closed. Doesn't even have a post office anymore. All right. Let's find something fucking that has a post office here. Here we go. New Hope. There we go. New Hope, Kentucky. New Hope. Population 139. There it is. New Hope, Kentucky. Population 139, dude. And there's a church. Of course, there's a Catholic church. It's the whole town, dude. Oh, shit, bro. Dude, that's crazy. Right? 139, it has a post office. And this is like, but these towns, guys, like everybody in New Hope, you know, they all go to that church. And everybody knows everybody's business. That's crazy, dude. Dude, they probably don't have a school. I'm sure they bus or whatever to the school, but there's St. Mary. There's a city. Oh, it's an actual city? Dude, population in St. Mary, 138. It's a home rule class city in Marion County. Dude, it's a city, the population of 138, boss. I mean, dude, there's like a lot of roads, bro. The Marion Adjustment Center. Dude, what the fuck is the Marion Adjustment Center? It's a halfway house. No way, dude. Oh, fuck, bro. Dude, isn't that wild? But, like, there's so many of them, dude. There's, like, if you drive through Kentucky, there's, like, it's wild. It is, like, so, I mean, you can see on the map, that there's just like one after the other, after the other, after the other of like really tiny fucking like tiny ass like little enclaves. Dude, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I played there. I played in Covington. Okay. I played at Radio Down on every tour. I also played down in Bowling Green, right? I've driven through Louisville. I played in Bowling Green, which is like somewhere down here. There it is, right? Bowling Green, which is pretty like big as far as Kentucky goes, but it's tiny, bro. How big is it? It is, dude, 72,000. Oh man, it doesn't feel like 72,000. But let me just tell you guys, when I played in Bowling Green, I played in the basement of a church, okay? And it was like evangelical AF, bro. It was, I mean, they looked at my music and were like, holy fucking shit. It was like crazy. But Bowling Green, though, I think is big because of the school. There's college there, right? You know what I'm saying? There's a big college there. But I stayed downtown after the show. I went out and I stayed at this house that these kids lived in that were like right downtown, like right in the main square of whatever, like downtown. There's like a big park. I don't know where it is, but there's like a big park right by the downtown. And this house was like right on that fucking park. Okay. It had like 12-foot ceilings. It was like incredible. And they paid like $200 a month each. Dude, it was so cheap, dude. It was insane. Okay. It was insane how cheap it is. I wonder what the median rent is right now. Look at that, dude. The average rent in Bowling Green is $796 to $893 for a standard apartment. 3-bedroom units are around $1,800. Dude, the median rent is like $800, bro. Dude, that's crazy, right? It's still pretty cheap there, right? That's cheap, guys. That's pretty wild, man. And back then, they had this crazy house, dude. It was like really beautiful architecture, really high ceilings, and there were 3 people living there. I think they were paying $600 a month for like this crazy 3-bedroom house, right? It's like super cheap. I mean, nobody really wants to live in Kentucky, guys. You know, like it's nobody wants to live there. So that's wild, though. That's wild that Hebron is a wealthy suburb, but it was filled with crazy ass people. The only jobs are catalytic converter specialists. 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. $28 ribeye is crazy. I mean, dude, it is what it is right now. I still buy the $28 ribeye though, just because I can afford it at the moment. And I like my ribeyes, but I separate it into several meals. I couldn't afford it 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I would fucking not be able to do it. Leave animals alone. You leave animals alone. I eat meat, boss. Deal. Right? Rent goes up. Minimum wage stays the same. Dude, yeah. Minimum wage is fucking brutal. I mean, what is Kentucky's minimum wage? Still $7.25? Of course it is. Yeah, crazy, dude. Dude, it's crazy, right? It is like minimum wage, $7.25 minimum wage is just insane, guys. You know what I'm saying? It is insane. Dude, pretty pink progressive, let's go. Yeah, guys, think about that, okay? If you're making $7.25, okay? That's $290, all right? Minus 30%, okay? So you're taking about $200 a week home. If you work full-time at $7.25, you're making $800 a month. That's $9,600 a year. Like, think about how crazy that is. That is insane, guys. That is like the most insane fucking thing that you can possibly imagine. You know what I'm saying? It is insane. It is. Guys, it is insane that that is the minimum wage. And you know what's funny is check this out though, guys. So somebody, I got in an argument online with somebody the other day. Can I just tell you, it was about minimum wage, okay? Where I was talking about minimum wage in some replies. And you know what somebody said to me? Was they said, if you go to those states, you won't find a single job that pays $7.25. And I'm like, yeah, of course you won't. But the problem is when your minimum wage is $7.25, that means a $10 an hour job is like, they act like that's a really good paying job. So the fact is the problem isn't that jobs pay $7.25. It's like when the minimum wage is $7.25, they pay $10 an hour, which is equally unlivable, but then they act like that is some kind of amazing deal. Like, oh yeah, we pay $10 an hour. That's almost double the minimum wage, right? And it's like, that's what's so brutal about the minimum wage laws is then they become this baseline where they now sell you a job that is still underpaid, but they're selling it to you like you should be thankful. Like, we're paying, oh, this is $11 an hour. That's nearly double. And it's like $11 an hour is still not enough to survive on. Okay? You, like, nobody should be making less than $30 an hour. Like, I shit you not. Like, there should not be a job out there that pays less than $30 an hour. You should be easily be pulling a $1,000 a week, at least. For every job should make a fucking $1,000 a week, minimum. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. If you do any job that requires any skill whatsoever, it should be $100,000, $100,000 a year, right? $1,000 a week. If you're doing something that is like unskilled and, like a cashier at a retail establishment, or being a hostess at a restaurant, or a host, or fucking, and, a cashier at a car wash, or, we're talking like entry level, right? That should be $1,000 a week. And if you're doing any job that requires training to do, that is like requires some type of skill, I mean, I don't want to act like being a host or being a cashier doesn't require skills, because they do, okay? We could have that discussion later, but skilled jobs should at least be $2,000 a week. Now, I think what's really shitty about this is even how we describe skilled versus unskilled labor, because, like, for example, a great example is like fast food, okay? People look at fast food like it's unskilled labor, and yet, like, working a drive-through and doing that really well, it's a skill. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can be good at that. And if you do high-speed McDonald's type customer service and you're able to be nice to people, That's a fucking skill. Because let me just tell you, there's a difference between, even in a restaurant, you ready? So even in a restaurant, there's a difference between being a waiter and being a waiter who can actually be nice to people. They're very different. Like anybody could wait tables, but for you to be a waiter and be like amenable to the customers and actually connect with them and provide a bunch of different kinds of customers a unique dining experience, that's a skill, right? Same with bartending. You know, people can learn how to mix drinks, but not everybody can go into a room full of 200 people and make all 200 of them feel comfortable, even if they're very different kinds of people, right? There's a skill involved. Like there's people who make drinks and there are people who tend bar. And tending bar is about interfacing with the people, and it's something that's way different than just making drinks. There are a lot of people that can make drinks, but you can't even talk to them because they're just kind of douchebags. And you know, those types of people are great if they're, you know, making drinks for the cocktail servers or something. You have them in a busy bar. But a lot of bars, you want to have somebody that's like personable, that has a skill. Like I remember we used to go to McDonald's during the pandemic, right? Me and my kid would, and we would go there at like 3 a.m. when I would be done with my fucking Fortnite streams. We would go get McDonald's, and like, dude, there was this one guy who worked the drive-thru every night who was so good. He was like nice and funny and fucking like, I don't know, dude, he made going to McDonald's like such an enjoyable experience. And I just knew that guy was not getting paid enough. You know what I'm saying? I just knew. I was like, dude, whatever they're paying you, I'm sure you are worth double that. Because, dude, he just was like we would go to McDonald's just, you know, just to fucking hang out with him, dude. He was so cool. Dude, he was. And it would be like packed and he'd be like, what up? You know? Oh, shit. You've worked in factories? Yeah, dude, factories are tough. Factories are hard, man. They grind. They grind, dude. They really do. But, yeah, man, it's pretty wild, dude. All right. Yeah. It's fucking, you know, it's interesting. Dude, you see this? Oh my God, dude, more Erika Kirk. Look at this, guys. She is such a fucking weirdo, bro. Look at her. Look at her face. Dude, and look at these fucking people in the background. This is Erika Kirk at her Arkansas little Club America thing. Remember? We looked at her yesterday where she was like, oh, I'm Erika. I'm really harmless. I'm going to indoctrinate your kids. I'm going to make them all Christians. Dude, look at this. She looks like she's shitting. Is she shitting? I think she might be shitting. Okay, and look at the people behind her. Like this girl behind her is, I'm pretty sure this girl's a robot, dude. Right? This girl, it's funny, dude. She like looks... You got to look at their faces. She's like, get me out of here. But this girl, I don't know if this girl is like taking some Xanax or what, but the girl behind her like never budges. But watch this, dude. This is crazy. Oh my God, dude. Dude, so whacked out.
We need strong men out there. Strong men who are convicted. That will be good leaders, good husbands.
Dude, strong men. I know she's all tearing up. Like, what is she fucking tearing up? But did you hear what she said? We need strong men who are convicted. Like, you mean like 34 felony counts like Trump, right? Convicted, huh? All right. That's a Freudian slip of all ages, isn't it, right? Convicted. You need felons. Got it. So you need men like Trump and Bannon and fucking Michael Cohen and fucking, you know, Ted Bundy You need those strong men that have been convicted. Dude, but look at her. Why is she crying, dude? What is she even doing, boss? All right, here we go. We'll just watch the whole thing. I'm going to just let it roll because it's hard. I listened to her for more than 5 seconds and I'm ready to tap out. I'm like, yo, homie, get me out of here. Dude, 𝗙𝗍𝗃𝗍, let's go. All right, hold on. Let me do a check. I think I missed some fucking things, guys. I think I missed some fucking donos. All right. We got 𝗙𝗍𝗃𝗍. Oh my God, dude. I missed a bunch of them, dude. I got the mother, they smell of margarine. We got that one from Mother Vincent. Then we got Ella, the LFG Pine Box. No, I got those. All right, I missed David Bonilla. Sing You're So Beautiful to Miss Hafeen's more. You are so beautiful. Let's go. And then Mother Vincent, Tramps for Trump. Let's go. Dude, and then 𝗙𝗍𝗃𝗍, we got it. All right, so we're caught up. But yeah, dude, she is like, I'm telling you guys, this woman is mental, okay? She is mental. Only believe those crying eyes. Dude, she never, dude, thank you, Pinky. Stop the stupidity. Let's go. Dude, Ella, let's go. Dude, guys, seriously though, in all seriousness, Erika Kirk, she never has the appropriate emotional reaction. Like never. You never look at her and she's having the correct emotional reaction. If it's a really sad moment, she's like, if it's really happy, she's like, right? And then sometimes you look at her and she's just like, hi, I miss Charlie. Oh, 50 million hats. Dude, all right. We need 27 minutes, baby. Let's hit it up. All right, we're going to watch this and then we'll check in.
We need strong men out there, strong men who are convicted, that will be good leaders, good husbands, good fathers like mine. We need that. And young women, we need you to also rise up. Don't compromise yourself. Don't look at other women and compare yourself. God has created you for a purpose and a reason far greater than you and I will ever know on this side of heaven. But just know that as long as you're a part of Turning Point USA, you have us by your side, and we will be there for you every step of the way. We need.
Dude, they're so creepy. They are so creepy. Dude, watch her face. Look at this girl in the back here.
Strong men out there, strong men who are convicted.
Convicted.
Good leaders, good husbands, good fathers like mine. We need that. And young women, we need you to also rise up.
Dude, she never budges.
Don't compromise yourself. Don't look at other women and compare yourself. God has created you for a purpose and a reason far greater than you and I will ever know on this side of heaven.
On this side of heaven. Oh, God has created you. If you stick with Turning Point USA, we're going to take a lot of money from you. And we will have your back always. Like my husband. Dude. Don't look in her eyes, you turn to stone. No, it really is. It really is like Medusa shit, bro. She is so weird. Dude, she's so fucking weird. So yes, in Turning Point USA, you ready? They are now looking for convicted men. All right? If you are a convicted felon, if you have been convicted of something, you should report to Erika Kirk and tell her you're on the right side of heaven or whatever. She's going to give you a job. She's going to give you a wife, I presume. It may be somebody like one of these robots behind her. I don't know. But if you've been convicted, TPUSA is looking for you. Dude, she is fucking crazy, bro. It is so bizarre, okay? She is so bizarre, guys. I mean, I just can't get over how fucking weird she is, dude. Like, she is so weird. I mean, we saw this, like 100 different fucking versions, 100 different emotions in 20 seconds. Oh man, dude. Convicted. All right, let's see what she says here. Something about a white male man. Dude, again, she's fucking all crazy. You ready? Here we go, dude. I'm on an Erika Kirk bender, dude. Erika Kirk and 𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗍𝒻𝑎𝑛𝑠. Oh my God. That's the presidential ticket I want to see. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗍𝒻𝑎𝑛𝑠. Right? Can you imagine? Erica's like out there just having an emotional reaction, and 𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗍𝒻𝑎𝑛𝑠 is like, I will eat your children if you don't vote for us. Vote for us. My hairline, I'm gonna fucking, I will eat your kids if you don't vote for us. Oh yeah. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗍𝒻𝑎𝑛𝑠 2028. I will eat your children. Dude, let's go. I'm into it. Is TPUSA now a Lonely Persons Club? DB Golding. Dude, no, they are a child grooming organization, TPUSA is. They're trying to get in all the schools. Dude, Ella, let's go. All right, guys, we got 3.5 minutes, guys. We need 15 in 3.5 minutes. This is going to be a true test, a true dance party test right here, guys. All right, you ready? This is it. 15 in 3, baby. Now's the time, dude. No, Erika Kirk. Paula White is hot. Erika Kirk is just weird. Okay, I'm going to the grave insisting that Paula White is hot, dude. Dude, I've got a crush on Paula White. She speaks tongues like nobody ever. It's the tongues, guys. There's something about the tongues that just gets me. Dude, Curious George, let's go. Oh. Any woman who speaks tongues is like, I'm in, count me in. Dude. Shh. All right. Oh, shit. 2:45, dude. 14. 𝗙cie𝗶𝗶𝗍𝗀 Erika Kirk. Dude, Mother of Vincent. LFG, let's go. 13 remain. 13 remain. 13 in 2 minutes. No fucking way, dude. We may have missed the dance party, guys. This is it. Dystopian? Yes, it is dystopian. From Africa right now. Dude, we're from Africa. Strike and strike and strike and strike and strike and strike. Oh shit, 13, 12. Oh shit, wrong button. Oh my God, 2 minutes. 12 away, 2 minutes and 12. 11, strike and strike and strike. Tuesday night, let's go, baby. Dude, Blue Eyes, let's go. Here we go, 10 and 2, baby, 10 and 2. Oh shit, dude, Pinky says let's go. Let's go, Pinky Parker. Dude, stop the stupidity. Let's go, dude. Dude, Victor, more Paula. Dude, I'm gonna pull out some Paula in a minute. Dude, let's go. Victor, thank you. I love the name too, Victor Harshman. Dude, Dad Shoes. Let's go, baby. We love to see it. Oh, there it is. 6 away, dude. Here visiting Portland. What's your favorite food spot? One flew over. Let's go. Appreciate you, boss. Portland food? Let me think about it. Stop the stupidity. Let's go. I'm trying to think. I don't really go out to eat a lot here. I mean, normally I just go and get some Thai food, like up on Alberta. I think though, right? Dude, thank you, Jenna. And strike and strike and strike and strike. Shelly, let's go. I would say if you're looking for food, stop stupidity. Let's go. I would go up to like Alberta or go somewhere on Hawthorne, right? And trying to think of what my favorite place is. Because we normally just go get Thai food. We don't really go like to exciting places. I do like to go into like stuff in our neighborhood where you just walk and try some new restaurants. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, dude, Raining Africa. Let's go, Pinky. LFG, Felicia, let's go. Oh, you know what is pretty fun though? Crawling Wind, let's go. So there's a place downtown, all right? Now this is not necessarily like one of my favorite spots. Dude, stop stupidity, let's go. Dude, just like that, we achieved the goal, dude. Let's fucking go, guys. So anyway, to the person who's visiting Portland, So what I will say is this, is it's not like my favorite spot because it's like, oh, the food is really great or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Oops, wrong button. Dude, thank you, MJ. But I will say there is a place downtown called the Portland City Grill that is like, has really cool views of the city. And they have a crazy happy hour, okay, that you can go to where you can go and you can eat, you know, fairly cheap, like pretty good happy hour food at Portland City Grill with like a view of the city, which I think is kind of neat, right? And so Portland City Grill is interesting because it has that view, you know, I mean, it's like, again, it's not like some stupendous fucking food. I think it's just, you know, your pretty standard, like decent restaurant fare, but it does have a good view that is pretty nice, you know? So I will say that is actually pretty cool, right? Mother's. Yeah, Mother's actually had, like, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have matzo ball soup, which was pretty cool, that it was pretty rare. Now, there's a breakfast place on Broadway called the Cadillac Cafe that has really good breakfast. And I used to work there like 25 years ago. It was in a different location when I worked there, but that is, that place has really good breakfast. There's also a place in Alberta called the Tin Shed that's very well known for breakfast, right? There's a lot of breakfast joints here. But, and there is a restaurant on Hawthorne called Lardo that like everybody likes. I just can't eat at a restaurant named Lardo, but it's like super, like all the fancy restaurant people love it. But you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Pine State. Yeah, that's the biscuits. That's pretty good too, right? I think there's some taquerias on Alberta, like La Sirenita and La Bonita, that are worth checking out, right? Lardo, you like Lardo? Everybody likes Lardo. I'm not eating at a place called Lardo. If it has the word lard in it, I'm not eating it. You know, that's just my personal thing. I don't care how great the restaurant is. If it has the word lard in it, like, I'm out. I'm out. Dude, you know what I like? Believe it or not. Oh, there's a ton of food trucks. Yeah, no, there's a lot of food trucks. Everybody likes the food trucks, but it's raining like a bastard right now, so food trucks aren't really the play. Sounds great. Thanks for the advice. Let's go one flavor. You know what I love? Here's what I love in Portland, guys. I love Little Big Burger, okay? There's a place called Little Big Burger that have these burgers, but guys, it's like really good. They're made to order. The fries are really good. It's kind of got that In-N-Out vibe, but it's way better tasting than In-N-Out. Little Big Burger. Dude, what did you say, Jenny? You said Little Big Burger? Did you say that? Had you announced that? Dude, oh, you did. Way up there. Yes. Dude, Little Big Burger is so good. It is honestly one of my favorite things. They're like, it's crazy. They have this really good fry sauce, but they cook the burgers with like fat pieces of bacon and cheese, and they're like mini burgers, but they are so good. They're like In-N-Out times 20. They're so good, and their fries are so good. And you can buy microbrew beers and shit. They sell tall boys and stuff there too if you like to drink. But it's like a fast food place, but it's not really fast food. They cook it right there. They cook it to order, and they're so good. I love Little Big Burger, dude. I do. I love it. Absolutely love it. Gotta stop? No, man. Never stop, dude. Never. Arby's. Can I just tell you, the last time I went to Arby's with my son before he moved away, some people at Arby's recognized me from Fortnite. All right. I went to Arby's, and fucking the people there were like, you used to play Fortnite on TikTok. Dude, it's classic. Arby's. Dude, I got recognized as the political streamer at the movie theater not too long ago, guys. Somebody's getting famous here in Portland. This woman came up to me and was like, "Are you the politics guy?" She's like, "You're so funny." Dude, it's pretty funny. Oh, shit. Someone's getting pretty famous over here, guys. Ah. All right. Let's go. Dude, I do like Little Big Burger, though. Now I'm fucking hungry for one. All right, you ready? More Erika Kirk here. You ready? Watch. All right, here we go.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there, strong men who are convicted, that will be good leaders, good husbands.
Oh, dude, that's what she said before. Dude, a strong white mailman? You mean like if you have a government job, a mailman? Dude, she's such an idiot. A young white mailman? Dude, what the fuck? This is the beginning of that, but dude, you hear that shit? Don't ever let them talk down to you as a young white male man. Like a white male, like as opposed to the white female men or the white male females, male women. Like, what is she even talking about? Dude, what an idiot.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't.
A young white mailman. Dude, can I just say, have they been disenfranchising the postal workers? Is that something new that the young white postal workers have been getting disenfranchised? Dude, what is she doing? Is she saying, like, I can't tell if she's upset because she believes young white postal workers have been disenfranchised, or if she actually thinks white men are being disenfranchised. Like, Jesus fucking Christ almighty. What in the hell, bro? Erika. Oh, if you poor disenfranchised white men. Yeah, all the disenfranchised people I know are like the young white men, really. They're so disenfranchised. Dude, she is fucking crazy. I mean, we saw the Club America brochure, right? Everybody is white. White. They have been trying to dismantle the Postal Service. I mean, it's possible that she's worried about the postal workers, right? Dude. Oh, shit. Dude, I may have to tweet this right here, bro. Dude, what a fucking clown this woman is, dude. All those oppressed young white men. I mean, I will say this though, guys. You ready? So we do have a reality. Okay, this is a new MAGA reality, what they discovered in 2024. And you ready? I'm going to lay it out for you. So normally in America, young white men don't vote. Okay? They don't vote because they don't have to. Because no matter who wins, whether it's Democrat, Republican, good president, bad president, the young white men, they never win or lose. They are equally privileged, regardless of who the president is. None of the policies are ever going to affect the young white men. Okay? So normally they just don't vote. They're out, whatever, getting drunk with their buddies. They're playing Call of Duty because it doesn't matter. Like, they may feel one way or another, but no matter who wins, their bread is always buttered. Okay? So they're not a voter base. They have historically, they've been the least reliable voters because they're just not politically connected because they don't have to be. Now, young women, on the other hand, are becoming rabidly political. Young women are getting educated. They are like ramping into high gear, trying to achieve. They want to be the boss, the owner. They want to blaze their own path. They are becoming more and more liberal, like insanely. They are moving left. Young women are becoming further left, further left, further left. They're getting super educated, okay? And this is happening at a rapid pace. Now, one of the things that TPUSA did figure out with Charlie Kirk in this last election is that a way that they can combat that is, instead of them trying to get the women to become Republicans or trying to get independent voters to vote for Republicans, they started trying to educate they started trying to invigorate the young white male portion of the electorate. So they actively courted young white men. Okay, they did. They pursued them in fraternities, in sports clubs, right wherever they could. They were trying to radicalize the young white men, both against the women that are like becoming liberal and getting educated and like, right? They kind of been making the women the enemies. They've been making the LGBTQ the enemies, making transgender people the enemies, making immigrants, brown people the enemies. But they've been going in and trying to motivate and invigorate the vote of the young white male. And it worked very good for Trump in 2024. Now, I don't know how much of a long-term strategy that's going to be, because I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. Like, I don't think Erika Kirk is going to excite young white men. I don't think they're going to want a weirdly emotional, somewhat sociopathic, like Mennonite-looking, half-crying woman telling them to, like, go get convicted and be a postal worker, and you're going to fucking, right? I don't know if she's going to be able to inspire them. I don't think she is, right? Personally, I don't think Erika is going to be able to really bring that one home because they don't want to be told by a woman. I mean, I think making TPUSA's like head by a woman, I think making a woman the CEO of Charlie's company is going to ruin it. I think it's going to ruin it because the TPUSA like was fueled on anti-woman sentiment, and like she's just not winning anybody over, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, some men think she's cute. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, there's probably a lot of men that think she's cute and want to bang her. But I think the thing that's really hard about her is they don't want to be directed by a woman. Okay. They might want to sleep with her, but they don't want to be led by a woman, right? They liked Charlie's sort of like mediocre male. You know what I mean? Charlie was a mediocre white dude. And he convinced all them that, like, yeah, you can be mediocre white dudes like me and you're going to get rich. And the whole world's going to open up for you as long as we vote against these Democrats, as long as we, like, believe in Jesus and hate these groups of people. Like, everything, all the doors going to open up for you. You don't even have to be good. You just got to show up and believe in Jesus and don't like the brown-skinned people, treat the women this way and be anti-trans, and you're fine. You're going to get all the good shit. And so the dudes were like, yeah, bro, chest bump, right? And you know, but like Erika is like, dude, she's awkward. She's super religious. She's like a bunker girl. She is. She's like just got let out of the bunker. Half the time she dresses like a weird Mennonite. She has these weird emotional reactions where she goes from crying to laughing to crying in the span of like 3 seconds. And she just seems like an alien sort of. And she's got a whole bunch of like degrees from Liberty University and shit. I just don't think they're going to respond to her in the same way. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. It'd be different if she was like, you know, less religious and emotional. If she was more of like a, I don't know, like if she was more of like a Zendaya, right? Like Zendaya or something like that, where she was like sassy and like power girl, like maybe, but she's not really like that, dude. She's too square, right? Erika is, dude. She's a wreck. Dude, JD wants her. Oh, dude, JD definitely wants her. Right? All right, somebody mentioned Paula White, dude. Let me show you. I got a Paula White picture for you guys. All right, you ready? There she is, dude. Look at that. There's Paula White, guys. Oh, look at her, dude. Come on, tell me she's not your favorite fucking televangelist, dude. Okay? Nobody does televangelist. Like, Paula? Come on, bro. Dude, you can save her. Dude, the 150 milli, dude. Dude, she stole 150 million from her church, dude. Right? All right. If you don't like Paula White, though, dude, there you go. There's Mary Haffines. For those of you who can't handle Paula White. Maybe Mary Haffines is more your speed, dude. Nicole Kidman on some bad acid. Oh, Lord have mercy, dude. Strike and strike and strike and strike and strike. Whoa. Wash mine eyes. Mine eyes hath been tainted. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, here's Erika. Look at this. Oh, my God.
It's all good, baby.
Erika Kirk and JT Massey. Look at that, dude. This is when she had her old nose, dude. Look at her before Charlie. Dude, look at her with her old nose. See, with her old nose. Dude, she wanted to be a TV star like so bad. I'm sorry, but I liked the party girl Erika. I think this vibed for her a lot better. You know what I'm saying? The party girl, like, you know, hooking up and fucking taking tequila shots and shit. The old nose, dude, it was so much better. Right? It just vibed better with her. Now she's got the new nose. Look at the nose, dude. What the fuck happened to her nose, bro? Right? She's like, she wants convicted men. She was still a shit human. Yeah, I don't think she was ever really a good human, dude. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the version of Erika I like. Oh, yeah. Dude. Shit is the best. Dude. Oh, man. Dude, Erika Kirk entrance. Dude, all these TPUSA things. Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on, what do we got, dude? Oh my God, we have her walking out. Look at... Dude, look at her, the big Club America event. Dude, Wilfred! Erika should see if Paula White can teach her to speak in tongues. It worked for you, Tommy. Dude, it would. Aye, atta, Erika, atta, Kirka, atta. Let's go. Dude, Wilfred. Coming in hot. Let's go. Atta. Yes. So, all right, guys, let's dissect this crowd, shall we? Okay, let's look at the crowd. Because this is our little fucking huge crowd in Arkansas. But look at what we got here, guys. First off, everybody in this crowd is like, why are they all wearing the same shirts, dude? Like, they're all wearing polo shirts? Are they wearing, like, required school clothing or something? Right? Are these Club America shirts? Did they give them shirts or something? But look at this. How they gave them, like, noisemakers. They gave them flags, okay? And then everybody in this crowd they're being told to cheer, right? No, this is high school. This is high school. Because let me tell you guys, okay? Let me tell you what's happening. We're going to look at this, and then I'm going to explain what's happening with Club America, okay? I'm going to tell you because they have a very distinct plan, guys. They're carrying out a specific Project 2025 goal in order to commandeer the minds of children, okay? To try indoctrinating kids and brainwashing them. And I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. But if you look at the crowd, they're being told to wave this shit around for the camera, being filmed for the camera, but everybody here is white, right? And they're all waving their flags, whatever. There's like one black guy in the background. I did see an Asian girl right here, but for the most part, there's another black guy. They look like security or school workers, but all the students here are white as can be. Everybody in the stands, there's like a Hispanic kid, but for the most part, everybody here is like white and rural. Okay? White and rural. We got some people, I see some people that look like maybe future school shooters, but, so let me explain what's going on. Okay? Now, there is an issue in schools that you can't have religious organizations in public schools. Okay? It's a big thing. There is like a religion needs to be separated from the school. Now, the Department of Education was the branch of government that specifically dealt with the rights of students to have their constitutional rights not be harmed so the thing that the DOE, the Department of Education, primarily protected students and teachers from racism, so they couldn't resegregate the schools in the South. This is why Jimmy Carter created it. Number two was about human rights related to your constitutional right to have an education free from propaganda. So there's no religion in the public schools. They're not teaching you the Bible. There's no 10 Commandments. Now, Trump has neutered the Department of Education. You have Louisiana putting the 10 Commandments in. I think Oklahoma's doing it. Some people are trying to put the Bibles in there. Okay, they are trying to sort of like wedge their way in. You had the superintendent in Oklahoma was trying to get Bibles in every school. Now, normally the Department of Education would be like, no. Okay, you can't do that. And they would fight that. But Trump's Department of Education will not. So you're going to see red states going ahead and doing this shit, and then maybe it'll get clawed back later. But what TPUSA is doing, guys, is much more nefarious, okay? because TPUSA is they've rebranded, okay? Because Turning Point is known as a Christian, right? And a pretty evangelical Christian political organization. So now what they're doing is they're calling it Club America, but there's no mention of religion and there's no mention of politics. They use the word patriotism, okay? That's what it is based on. It is based on patriotism. It is based on freedom. So what they're doing is they're bringing the flag into the school, okay? It's about patriotism. This is about our Constitution. It's about our patriotic, like Go America, American exceptionalism. And that is going to be how they get into the schools. And then they will feed them their evangelical, you're a child of God, this side of heaven, you know, white Christian mailmen. We're all going to be postal workers, et cetera, et cetera. So they are specifically being sneaky about it by having patriotism and the flag and freedom be the basis of their club, Club America. We're here about patriotism and American exceptionalism, but that's the front. Underneath it, they are Jesus. They are white Christians, and they are Jesus, and they are Republican MAGA political, you know, Zionist organization. And that's it. That's their plan, right? That is their plan, guys. They want to be in every high school and every middle school in America. Dude, think about that. Dude, crazy. Right? Dude, what are we doing here, bro? They teach the opposite of Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Jesus was a right winger, guys. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I've studied a lot of religion. I was studying to be a minister when I was like, you know, late elementary school and getting ready to go into middle school. I was studying to be a minister. That was my thing, right? And let me just tell you, Jesus was not a fucking right winger. All right? Let me just tell you. Right? Jesus was an absolute leftist. Jesus was a fucking socialist, bro. Okay? He was a fucking socialist. I mean, he was kind of a communist too, in the sense of, you know, communism being anti-capitalism. Okay? He was all about, you know, awareness and connection, definitely about harmony. All right? He was anti-wealth. He was anti the flaunting of wealth. Like, that's the thing that's so crazy, right? I'm telling you guys, it is like the craziest shit you see is when you see these like Christian people who are wearing like $20,000 watches. It's like, nah, if you have a $20,000 watch, you are instantly, your Christianity card gets revoked. The minute you put that watch on, boom, right? Dude, he did flip some tables, but he was like flipping tables, right? He was flipping tables of like people like Donald Trump, right? Those were the people whose tables he was flipping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I have an image here that I like to use, a Trump image, which is this one, right? Right here, dude. Like this right here is the most like anti-Jesus, anti-Christian image possible, right? This is Pontius Pilate. This is not Jesus Christ, okay? This right here, this is the way Pontius Pilate and the Roman emperors lived. The people that killed Jesus lived like this, okay? The right, This is not the way Jesus lived. Jesus never fucking lived like this. He never would. Okay? He never would live like this. Right? He would not. Dude, I don't know what Melania is doing. If she had, like, how did she get her dress to go like that, dude? Did she have that? Did they hold that? Right? That's what I wondered. Is there a piece of wood in there or something? Dude. Yeah, I wondered about that. If they had it, I think they may have a piece of cardboard, strong, like a cardboard tube in there or something. All right. Coat hanger. Dude. Checking the oil prices. Yeah, this shit is nuts, dude. All right. Uh-oh. Somebody deleted something. Dude, no way, bro. Dude, see, that kills me. Please tell me that's not true, dude. Dude, if Sophie Cunningham is a Trump fan, dude, now I have to wipe my hands of her. All right? She's done. Done with her. So, I mean, guys, I think this is fucking alarming right here, dude. What's going on with the Arizona, right? I know, guys, the SAVE Act. Let's just talk about this for a minute, okay? Like, dude, let's go. You're welcome, Jay. Appreciate you, boss. So let's talk about the SAVE Act. Somebody said if they see another SAVE Act post, I mean, is it over the top or is it over the top? I shit you not. I see like 300 SAVE Act posts every day on Twitter. Like, there is more bot activity with this SAVE Act thing than I have ever fucking seen in my life. It is to the point of where like I'm like numb to it. I mean, first off, the SAVE Act is toxic. It is not voter ID. It is a voter suppression bill. It is a federal government getting access to voter data bill. It is like giving constitutional powers to the federal government that they're not supposed to have. So the SAVE Act, that bill is not going to pass. And even if it did, I feel like it would be in the courts for a long time. And like, fuck that. Now, one of the things that I am bothered by, guys, is like, I wonder why the media is not attacking the Republicans' ferocity towards the SAVE Act. Because think about this, guys. They won all three houses. Okay, they won both houses of Congress and the presidency in 2016. Okay, then they lost the presidency in 2020. Then they won Congress back in 2022, right? A good portion of it. And then in 2024, they have all branches of government again. So literally in the course of three presidential elections, they have won everything practically. And yet they are sitting there being like, oh my God, we need to restore integrity to the elections. It's like, what are you talking about? Are you telling us that all your wins were fraudulent? because you have literally just won almost everything in the last 10 years, and yet you're insisting that we need to like have these secure elections. Like if a whole bunch of illegals were voting and if everybody was cheating and rigging this shit, then how did you guys win every fucking election? Right? And that is like, why are we not calling that out? Because it's so ridiculous that these people are like, man, we need to have fair elections. But like, dude, you just won everything. Are you telling us you cheated? Or is everything really fair? And this isn't about fair, because you cheated and like, or the elections are fair and this shit you're trying to pass is about something else, you know? And they, I mean, I know they want to be able to disenfranchise. They want to be able to force people to the polls. They want to be able to have like gatekeeping things on voting. They want to be able to deny IDs from certain segments of the population. They want to be able to close precincts in certain minority neighborhoods so it's harder for those people to vote. And so they can use fuckery on the day of. They want access to the voter data so they can try and build accurate databases on where these non-Republican voters live and shit, so they can do other shit like audit their taxes or disrupt their communities or what have you, right? Or deny them benefits of whatever kind. I mean, they want to do some nefarious shit. They want that voter data, and they want to clear the rolls. Every month, they're going to purge people. If the SAVE Act were to pass, every month they would be purging people from the rolls. And we don't know if those voters are undocumented or if those voters are, right? They're not going to, if you get purged accidentally, there's no like right? There's nothing they do for you. Now, if one illegal voter or one undocumented person got registered to vote, they could prosecute the person running the election office. But if they purge you 3 times and they make it so you can't even cast a ballot, they owe you nothing. There's no damages you get for that. There's no, right? So they can purge a bunch of voters right before the election. Whoopsie, we're sorry, we made a mistake. We'll put you back on. But dude, the election's over. Like, there you go. They want a digital ID? I'm sure they do. I'm sure down the road, right? And I mean, even with them wanting passports, that means you have to send your fucking citizenship papers to the government. There's no guarantee you're even going to get them back, you know? So, I mean, this SAVE Act is like not good. It is not voter ID at all, dude. There is nothing about it that is voter ID. Like, it is like bad. And I read it too. And there are like the wording of it. Like, what's crazy about it, guys, if you look at the SAVE Act, it's not a big bill. Okay. What it really is there was a Voting Rights Act. And so the SAVE Act just sort of modifies a couple of items in the original Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act itself, the bill, is really short. It's a couple of paragraphs. But they use some very loose language in there that the number one worry about this thing is that there is language in there that's going to create chaos. That's the primary thing, is it's going to create a scenario where nobody really knows if they're complying with this thing, and simultaneously everybody in the election office could potentially be put in prison if they fuck it up. So what it's going to do is it's going to force everybody in the election environment to be super over the top, stringent and strict and careful. And they're going to err on the side of like booting voters and not accepting ballots and refusing IDs simply to avoid going to prison. That's what it is. It's like going to introduce chaos and introduce some rules that are not clear. And therefore, in a risk, you're going to just err on the side of like super cautious. Same shit they do with those abortion laws where there's a lack of clarity with the language. So the doctor's going to let the woman die because at least if the woman dies, he's not going to lose his license. But if he does the wrong thing before she dies, he may lose his entire medical practice. And that is baked into these laws. I mean, they do this on purpose. You know, they really do. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to come back. We're going to politic. I mean, we're just kind of meandering tonight, but whatever. Right? Dude, so delicate. Goodbye, my love is out of breath. All right, hang tight. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded.
was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it. But
Dude, let's go.
all I've got.
Oh, yeah.
You're all I want.
It's a good tune.
Some days it just feels like this will never be enough.
Most days it just feels like
A struggle to catch up. And I don't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess.
Let's go. All right, dude. I love that song, bro. Trump just posted. All right, dude. Is Trump posting right now? 2 a.m. Let's go to the fucking Truth Social, shall we? Dude, is he really posting right now at fucking 2 a.m.? Like, what a fucking idiot, bro. What does he post here? Says he posted 𝗙ance𝗶𝗃. Wait, I'm confused. All right. Oh, that was 9:34. No, that was hours ago. He didn't post something right now. What are you talking about? He said it was an honor to kill people. Is it this right here? Yeah, no, this is from, an hour ago. Okay, here it is. It's right here. He says, here we go. It was from 1 hour ago, guys. So it was like 10:13, right? Or somewhere roughly around there. He says, we are totally destroying the terrorist regime of Iran, militarily, economically, and otherwise. Yet, if you read the failing New York Times, you would incorrectly think that we are not winning. Huh. I mean, dude, we'll see about the winning, right? All right, he says Iran's navy is gone. Their air force is no longer. Missiles, drones, and everything else are being decimated, and their leaders have been wiped from the face of the earth. We have unparalleled firepower, unlimited ammunition, which is not true, guys. By the way, it is not true that they have unlimited ammunition. There is actually, I think there's like an ammunition shortage, really, okay? And plenty of time. He says, watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today. They've been killing innocent people all over the world for 47 years. And now I, as the 47th president of the United States of America, am killing them. What a great honor it is to do so. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Dude, see, he is such a fucking, like, what a dick, dude. You know what I'm saying? Crackhead is a good term. Because think about this, guys. Like, first off, he's not doing anything. Okay? Trump is not in harm's way. There's like soldiers that are dying. 20-year-old kids that are dying, that you know what I mean? And the more this drags on, the more young people are going to get slaughtered, and especially if it becomes a boots on the ground, and Trump is like, I'm killing these guys, and I'm so, like, what an honor. I'm such a great killer. But, like, dude, who the fuck, what is wrong? Like, he is, like, worse than the fucking supreme leader guy he killed. Like, he is as bloodthirsty and as celebratory about death and destruction than supposedly these evil people that he's trying to eliminate. And that is fucking disgusting, man. That we have a president who is like celebrating killing, and he won't acknowledge the school. He won't acknowledge the young girls that all died because of the Tomahawk missile. And I mean, you know, that is wild, guys. That is just so despicable, right? You know, like seriously, I'm sorry, but the guy who writes this is like the bad guy. Okay, the guy, right? I mean, he's upset that, oh, people in Iran say death to America, but he's literally saying death to Iran. And he's like, not only is he saying that, but he's saying he's responsible for all the death in Iran, and he loves it. It's an honor to kill these people that he doesn't even know. These children in a girls' school. And, you know what I mean? Like, bro. Not cool, guys. Okay? Not fucking cool at all. There is nothing about this that is fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing about this that is like, I don't know. It's not presidential, and I don't even think this is like American, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the shit he is like thumbing on his Truth Social account is not even what it means to be an American, right? Like, it's pretty gross, dude. Pretty gross. Yeah, no, he is a monster. And simultaneously, though, okay, what he's doing is he's like targeting voter data and the ballots. He did it in Georgia. Now he's doing it in Arizona, where Kari Lake lost. And he is basically trying to drum up some sort of, we found impropriety. We found cheating. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but Smartmatic is like getting on Trump's case. There might be another lawsuit coming because Smartmatic is sort of like saying, yo, Trump, you need to fucking watch your mouth there, buddy. Okay? Like,
I'm in a race for re-election right now, and my very likely opponent is not just an election denier, but one of Donald Trump's chief election deniers. He's in Congress. He helped organize January 6th. He sought a pardon for his role in that. He has defied congressional subpoenas, and he said that on day one he will get to work overhauling our election system that doesn't need overhauling. Just to continue to gain Donald Trump's favor. See,
that's a huge thing now, guys, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed. I mean, we noticed with the Save America Act, but they are just trying to take control of the voting system, like 100%. They want to control the voting systems so they never lose elections again. Like, you know, they want that fucking Russia style. You know how Vladimir Putin, everybody in Russia hates him, but the guy still wins like 85% of the vote, right? Jesus. Yeah, that's believable. I know Trump did say 50 years, right? Yeah. And believe me, though, that's what they want. They want. And I mean, guys, look at Josh Hawley today, guys. Okay, I'm telling you guys, Josh Hawley and Gavin Newsom got into a little thing today because they're telegraphing what's coming, guys. Okay, this guy, the senator from Missouri, what a loser. Okay, Josh Hawley, what a degenerate. But look at this guy. Okay, right? This guy right here. what he did today, he introduced legislation to ban mifepristone. I mean, they are telegraphing if they take over the elections and if they get the automatic wins, they want birth control gone. I mean, they're starting with the abortion pill with mifepristone. They definitely will federally ban abortion 100%, but their ultimate goal is to get rid of the birth control pill. They no longer want women to be able to be in relationships without being pregnant. Okay? They look at women preventing pregnancy as a means of thwarting their familial, crank out a lot of white kids' goals. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They are and they're absolutely telegraphing this. That, oh yeah, they want it. They want abortion gone. They want mifepristone gone. They want birth control gone. And if they get some type of extended control of the government, they're absolutely going to do that. Okay? They're women are going to pay the price for this. They're going to end up pregnant and lassoed like they were in the 1950s. So in the 1950s, dude, being a woman sucked, bro. It sucked. It did. You had no job. You had no social life. You cooked. You cleaned. You raised kids. You drove them to school. You were basically an unpaid caretaker. Okay? And there was not enough time for you to get everything done. It was highly unpleasant. A lot of women were, right? A lot of women were fucking, strung out on diet pills and shit. They were fucked up because they just had too much shit to do. They couldn't, especially if they had 5 or 6 kids, man. It's crazy. It is was very unpleasant to be a woman in those days. And then on top of that, guys, you get the kids ready in the morning. You get your husband ready. You get everybody breakfast. You get the kids to school. You come home. You do the laundry. You clean up after everybody. You do all the dishes. You take care of the house. Then you go pick up the kids. Okay, then you bring the kids home. You help them with homework. You get them to their sports programs, whatever. Get them home, get them cleaned up, then you get dinner ready for when your husband comes home. You fucking feed him dinner, right? Then you have to do all the dishes, clean up after the meal. Then you got to read to the kids or tend to their homework, whatever. Get them bathed if they're young, whatever. Put them all to bed. And then, you may have a moment for yourself, right? Now, what's crazy about this is that was their nonstop job. But you ready? Their husband was fucking cheating on them. And 70% of the time, after them doing that for this motherfucker who sits in front of the TV all day, he ends up banging his secretary or some woman at work. And so the wife was literally doing this, raising those kids, doing the laundry, being an unpaid servant, and then he's fucking having an affair. And that was the fucking reality, bro. It was shitty, right? It was shitty, dude. And then a lot of those husbands got slappity slap too. They would get physical. They would get aggressive. Okay? A lot of those husbands did. And nobody cared. Everybody turned and looked the other way, right? If the woman had a black eye, she covered it up with some sunglasses and nobody said anything. They just murmured when she turned around and walked away. But dude, shit was not pleasant. I in the 80s, okay, in the late 80s, I worked in the marketing department at UCLA. That was my post-college job that I kept for a while after I quit college. And there were some women there that were, had been in their 20s and 30s back in the 50s, okay? And so now they were in their 60s. And dude, they used to tell me stories oh my God. these women, they told me the stories. It's like they really like blew my mind because we got indoctrinated. Okay, like I don't know if what it's like now necessarily, but when I was a kid, we got taught that the 50s were like great, that the 50s were like when everyone was happy and suburbia and like the middle class flourished. Okay, there was one good element of the 50s that white middle class workers could own a home and raise a family and have a car and shit on one job. Okay, there was this boom of economics for white middle class people, but it was really the white men that enjoyed that. Okay, but the women had no rights. They had no, like, they were getting beaten. They had no rights to, you know, like spousal rape was not illegal. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have any recourse to get out of a bad marriage. So they were stuck there. They were pregnant a lot. They had like way too much work. They could never get a job. Okay. If they did get a job, it was like a secretarial pool where they were basically getting sexually harassed by the men that worked there. And they had no power, no clout. They couldn't really, it was hard for them to get an education. They couldn't get their own credit cards. They couldn't get a bank loan. And yeah, dude, it was not, if you were black or brown or gay, it was not hospitable at all. It was inhospitable for people of color. But for the white men, it was like, it was pretty good. You just had to show up if you were a white dude and you got it, right? You pretty much got what you wanted, you know? But for everybody else, it kind of sucked, you know? It really did. Like, it's pretty much sucked. But it looked like it was great because everybody was living in these little cookie cutter homes, in these little subdivisions that were springing up, and everybody dressed like, you know, a lot of people dressed like everything was great. You know what I'm saying? Like people dressed up and you know, people, I don't know, the appearances were there, but man, it was not great. You know, it was not great, especially for the women, dude. Dude, these guys, man. But yeah, Josh Hawley, right? He wants, okay, they want to get rid of birth control, guys. Okay? But this is what he did, like right here. Look at this. He introduces a bill to remove the FDA approval of mifepristone and to allow women to sue, right? I mean, they want to be able to like, they want to be able to sue them and fucking, they want to be able to fracture that country. Okay? Right? They want country. They want to be able to fracture that company, guys. They want to be able to fracture that company. Right? They want to break it down, dude. Isn't that brutal? Yeah, and the thing that I like, the thing that I don't like, okay? Oh, Candace is trending. Dude, let's look and see what Candace is trending for. So here's what I don't like, guys. Okay? What I don't like is this. Is I don't like how, and I'm not quite sure why we do this, but I don't like how MAGA, like these MAGA people will telegraph exactly what they're going to do, and then everybody acts like, no, they're not really going to do that, and then they do it, okay? And we sit by and act surprised later. Like, for example, Let's look at Roe v. Wade. All of the Supreme Court justices that were interviewed, they got asked about Roe v. Wade. Every single one of them said, oh, it's settled law. It's settled law. But we all knew they were going to overturn Roe v. Wade. We fucking knew it was going to happen. And they, sure enough, they overturned Roe v. Wade, and everyone was like, wow, I can't believe they did that. But it's like, you motherfuckers, like, we knew they were going to do that. They said they were going to do that. It has been their goal for 50 fucking years. Why are we acting like this is some sort of surprise? And we know now they're telegraphing how they're going to go after mifepristone. They're going to go after birth control. They are going to go after anything that prevents women from stopping a pregnancy or preventing themselves from being forced into bearing a child. That has been their goal. They've said it. They've been very clear about it. And then every time you catch them with their hand in the cookie jar, they're like, I'm not really taking the cookies. I'm just moving the jar. And it's like, you fucking liar, dude. And then we still allow them to inch closer and closer and closer to doing this. And now, dude, this Save Act shit really bothers me, guys. It really bothers me because you go on CNN every day now. CNN has a bit where they say 84% of the people want voter ID. Oh, everybody wants voter ID. And meanwhile, they're trying to cram the Save Act in there. But the Save Act is not voter ID. It is so much more toxic and so much more outlandish than voter ID. But like, again, all of these fucking media companies are acting like, oh, people want voter ID. And then everyone's like, why aren't they passing the Save Act? Dude. And it's like, bro, they've already told us they want to prevent anyone but them from winning the elections. They did an insurrection. Trump lied about winning the election for 5 fucking years. He's talking about, oh, maybe I'll run again. Oh, I just want to run forever, right? And it's like, bro, like, why do we keep ignoring this shit? Why do we keep acting like they're not going to do this shit? Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like Trump, Project 2025 doesn't exist. I never heard of it. And then one of the chief architects of Project 2025 is now running Trump's fucking White House. Okay? And it's like, God damn it, bro. You know? It is like they keep telling us exactly what they're doing. And then we go, are you doing that? And they're like, no, I'm not. Ignore what I'm doing. Oh, forget that I did it right in front of you. Dude, RBG not retiring? Yeah, no, I know. I don't know what her deal was, dude. She should have retired. Bro, I mean, we should have won in 2016, dude. That was so dumb, right? We should have won in 2016. I can't believe we lost 2016. What a con, bro. Dude, yeah, RBG, dude. I mean, but it is what it is, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, here we are. Now we have our reality. She thought Hillary was a shoo-in. Dude, nobody thought Donald Trump was going to win, guys. Let's be honest. Nobody thought Trump was going to win. Okay? Nobody did. Because he was a fucking douchebag, dude. He was a fucking dink, bro. There's no way, like, nobody in a million years thought that guy was going to win. Right? But he did, though. I'm going to credit Trump with one thing, okay? Let me just tell you. Again, I saw it in August. Okay, and here's what I saw in August, guys. What I saw in August was that Donald Trump had noticed that Bernie Sanders populism really got the white people in the Midwest activated, right? Bernie went in there and started talking populism about jobs and about the working man and about the elites and the wealthy people and how they were trying to fleece you. And it was all about like the working man. And Trump's campaign noticed how white people in particular in the Midwest really resonated with Bernie's message. And they noticed that after Hillary won the primary, those people were not getting addressed by Hillary in the same way because she kind of thought she already had them. And so Trump just recalibrated his campaign to become more of like the working man's guy. And he started making videos that were like Bernie Sanders videos. But they were Trump videos, but he was out there sort of preaching the Bernie Sanders populism in the Midwest. And he was wooing those white workers, right? And they did it. I saw it. I even wrote Hillary's campaign and was like, you're going to lose this fucking election, guys. Like he's running Bernie Sanders' campaign right now in all of those Midwestern swing states, you know? And he did it. He pulled it off. He literally just became like a Trumpian version of Bernie. And they executed it very well, right? Which is crazy because he's such a crook, dude. Okay? He's such a crook. Bernie would have won at the DNC. Nah, well, Bernie had a problem. Like, Bernie just couldn't get out of the primary, okay? Because he couldn't win the South. And that's what's really hard. I don't know if it was Jim Clyburn or what, but you can't win a Democratic primary without winning the black South. Okay, there is a bastion of black voters in the South, staunch Democratic voters, and you gotta win them. Like, you have to win Alabama and Mississippi and Georgia and South Carolina, right? Florida, you gotta win that Southern bloc, or you can't win the Dem nomination. You can't. I mean, you go and look at the South, and he just got his ass kicked. Dude, he lost all of those states. He won states like Oregon, right? He won the sort of like white liberal areas. He decimated there, but he couldn't win the South. And you can't win a Dem, like, you can't win a Dem primary without winning the South. You have to be able to win those southern states. You can't win the primary. There's not enough like primary votes. You have to win the South. And that's the thing. Whoever wins the South in the Dem primary wins the fucking nomination. It's been that way for like 40 years, man. Right? It's just that's why if you can't, but it's crazy though. You ready? Because in order to win the presidency, you got to win a whole different part of the country, right? Which is what makes it so hard for Democrats. Because to win the Democratic primary, you need to win the black voting bloc in the South, or you can't win the primary. But once you win the primary, you need to hold on to that black voting bloc in the South, and you need to win a whole bunch of white moderates in the Midwest. Right? It's fucked up. But if you just win the white moderates in the Midwest, you aren't going to win the Dem primary. You have to win the South. It's pretty wild, dude. It is pretty wild. It's just complicated. It's a complicated party because we're a great many things, man. We are a great many things, dude. The Democrats are not one thing. Dude, James Talarico, I did see something, guys. Can I show you something? I know that James Talarico, he's facing that, but let's look at him. Though, because there was something about him today that I thought was really interesting, and I hope this happens. I'm hoping this happens, but watch this bit right here, guys. You ready? Here we go. Here's Talarico knowing kind of what I talked about, which is a little bit of Texas. Texas is a little bit like that, where you have to win those voting blocks. But look at what Talarico said today.
A lot of people were really excited about voting for you in this Texas primary just last week and in the lead up. And a whole lot of people were also excited about voting for your opponent, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, including a lot of African-American voters. Your path forward here needs to be bringing those voters over to support you. What's your plan to do that?
Well, I said on election night that Congresswoman Crockett is a colleague and a friend. I am so grateful for her voice and for her leadership. She and I ran this race, and it was an honor to do that with her. And to the Congresswoman's supporters, I've said that it is on me as their Democratic nominee to earn their trust and earn their support. I want every single one of the Congresswoman's supporters to feel welcomed in, represented by, and proud of this campaign, because I really do believe that together we can do something extraordinary. We can end 30 years of one-party rule in Texas, and we can transform American politics. That's what we have the opportunity to do, and the only way we're going to do it is if we do it together.
Have you asked her to campaign with you? Would you like her to campaign with you over the coming months?
Well, the Congresswoman is a fierce campaigner, so I would be honored to have her campaigning with me and for the whole ticket. And I know that she's expressed interest in doing that in her statement the morning after the election. She called on all of us to unite around the Democratic ticket because we really have the opportunity to win in November. And I know the Congresswoman cares far more about the cause of winning Texas and serving working people than she does about herself or about any individual candidate or campaign. She always puts the cause first. And I'm very grateful for that.
James Talarico.
See, that would be huge, right? If they both go on the campaign trail together, that would be amazing. Now, I have said this before, guys, to go back to 2016. Okay, you ready? Here's me, and listen to me very clear, because for me, I saw how fucking Bernie had that trouble in the South and was not going to be able to get the nomination. But dude, if I was Hillary's campaign manager, I would have made Bernie Sanders the goddamn VP, bro. Okay? Bernie doesn't win the nomination. Fine, you're the VP. They would have fucking cleaned up Hillary, Bernie, instead of Tim Kaine. Fuck Tim Kaine. That guy was like, give me a fucking break. He's pretty entertaining in the Senate because he is a good, aggressive, whatever, like, sort of like guy attacking people in the Senate. But if Hillary made Bernie the fucking VP, dude, boom, game, set, match. That shit would have been over. It would have been over, dude. It was the sensible rule. It would have been the smart play, man. You would have had the fucking massive coalition. People, like all the Bernie people, would have felt like they were getting in there. And then you build a fucking coalition. Like, dude, that would have been fucking brilliant, bro. It would have been brilliant. Who is Tim Kaine? He is a fucking senator from Virginia or whatever. That's who she picked as a running mate, who was just like, dude, he was just fucking boring. But that, to me, that would have been the way to go. Okay? That would have been the winner. And now this, though, I think this, if we have Talarico and Jasmine Crockett campaigning together, I think they win that seat, guys. Because if you look at it, dude, you ready? Look at this shit, dude. Dude, May money. Dude, I went to 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗡's rally today in Oakland. It was litty. I was on the news and everything. I love my people. We passed through darkness. Yo, May money. You should put your clip on the news. Put it in the Discord so we can all watch and celebrate you. Let's go. Right? But let me just tell you guys, it looks, okay, you ready for this? It looks like Paxton is fucking winning, okay? It looks like Paxton is ahead, dude. It looks like Paxton Cornyn, okay? Dude, look at this. You ready? Oh, shit. Dude, the right wingers, dude, Cornyn and Paxton, are fucking, oh shit. I think Paxton might win. And if Paxton wins, I think Talarico can definitely win. Because Paxton has a lot of baggage. But look at this, dude.
What do you have to say to the
Oh, Jesus.
Americans who are...
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I blew your ears out. My bad, guys.
What do you have to say to the Americans who are questioning why President Trump should endorse you when many say that you've been vehemently against his agenda?
Do you speak for all these Americans? I don't understand.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Yeah.
Many people are asking this question. Do you have a response? I mean, you've been borderline pro-amnesty, red flag laws.
Are you being paid?
Anti-border
Are you
wall.
being paid by the Paxton campaign?
No, I'm just a concerned American citizen representing millions of other Americans.
No, I think you're a paid influencer because none of that's true, and you know it.
Okay. What do you
Oh,
have to say-
dude. So look at this. Dude, they sick the Lindell TV girl on fucking Cornyn to go in and be like, millions of Americans are against you. And he's like, oh, are you a fucking paid influencer? Dude, the MAGA, dude, it's like the MAGA Civil War. I mean, guys, she is a paid influencer. I mean, let's be honest. She's a total MAGA fucking shitter, right? And so she is like totally anti-Cornyn. But like, what's funny about it is how they are battling, okay? They are fucking battling hard, like the MAGA versus Rhino, right? Rhino versus MAGA, former MAGA versus MAGA. And he's not wrong, okay? She's just a shit stir trying to stir up the Paxton shit. Lindell TV, I know, dude. It's like so crazy. But what's good about this though, guys, is like this is our in. If Talarico and Jasmine Crockett can fuse together and become like a united force, I think they can win that race, man. I think they can win Texas. I really do. I think they can win that Senate seat. I think there is a unique sort of like apathy and sense of disappointment, and there is like a chaos that is stirring where MAGA is feeling defeated. They've not like turned on Trump, but they're not like excited to go out there and like bring it home because they've lost all confidence in Congress. They've lost all confidence in the Republicans. Like they're blaming the Congress. You know what I'm saying? They're blaming the Congress instead of blaming Trump. They'll never blame Trump. And now they can't vote for Trump anymore. And so they're probably just going to not show up, you know? You know what I'm saying? But like, dude, that's a battle, bro. That is a battle. But look at this, dude. Paxton is winning right now in the polls. Paxton is winning. But I think if Paxton wins this, he's vulnerable, guys. He is vulnerable. I think he is fucking vulnerable. Dude, yeah, Greg Abbott. Dude, Greg Abbott is a fucking shitter, bro. Right? Dude, Ken Paxton is a super creep. Dude, he is like super creepy, dude. He is, bro. Let's just look at his dumb ass. You know, you can tell a lot by, I mean, look at his fucking official photo, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at his official photo, guys. What the fuck is going on with homeboy's eyes, dude? Like, honestly, what in the fuck? Dude, what is going on? Right? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, dude, is he like banging Mary Hafines or what, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his official photo. Like, dude, like, he's looking at two different campaigns at once or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy, he's watching Fox News and MSNBC the same time, bro. He is just a fucking creeper, dude. I don't know, dude. There's something about his eyes that like he is a creeper, bro. He just like something about him, dude. He looks dead inside, boss. He does. Why are they all like this? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. But I mean, dude, there's something about that fucking right eye of his. Dude, what is with the nose hairs too, dude? Dude, this guy's nose hairs like even put me to shame, dude. I have some crazy ass nose hair. But like, holy shit, dude. Dude, let's go, dude. Kenny P. Oh shit. Let's go, dude. His ENT is like backing a van up to the fucking back door, bro. Dude, with the garden shears. Yeah, I don't know, man. This guy is a creeper, dude. He's no Jake Paul. Let me just say, right? Let me just tell you, dude. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, there they are again, bro. Homie's got the fucking... He is no Jake Paul. Dude, poking through the tissue. Oh, shit. Bro. Chin balls? Dude, he has the... Dude, he has the Family Guy chin, right? He does. Look at him. He's totally sporting the Peter Griffin right there. Right? Yeah, but I think, guys, I think if he wins, I think he's vulnerable, man. I think he is vulnerable. Let's see if we got some Talarico polls. I mean, there we go. Look at this. So, see, we got favorable, unfavorable, right? Talarico's 41-35. He's the only of the three candidates that has a favorable, right? This is, when was this poll? This was, oh shit, 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. So it looks like him and Cornyn are neck and neck with him with the stretch. He's currently sitting with a 2-point lead over Paxton. But like the big thing here is the favorability, right? Is like Paxton's 30 favorable, 54 unfavorable. Like him and Cornyn are both like equally unfavorable. But like, you know, I think that if either one of these guys win, there's going to be some people who stay home. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Here's what they will do in Texas. Yeah, no, Texas is crazy about closing precincts. Yeah, I think Paxton is definitely easier to sink because here's the deal, guys. If Paxton wins, I think there are a lot of Cornyn voters who can live with voting for Talarico. I really do, guys. I think there are a lot of Cornyn voters that are not like super on the Trump train. They voted for Trump because they weren't going to vote for the black woman, Kamala Harris. They didn't like her, right? She inspired no confidence. They were mad at Biden, right? And you know what I'm saying? There are people that voted for Biden in 2020 or right, who weren't necessarily like on the Trump train, but they just voted for him because they wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. And they're going to be in here and they're not going to want to vote for Paxton because he's greasy and you know, like grimy and not a good guy, but they're going to be okay with voting for Talarico or they're just going to stay home. I think a lot of people are going to stay home, man. Right? A lot of people are going to stay home. Dude, Paxton is a crook? Yeah, Paxton is a crook. He is. Paxton is a definite crook. Oh, so he's had some eye injuries. Oh, okay. Got you. All right. All right. So he's had an eye injury. Got it. That's fair. All right. So he's not just a freak. He's actually had some injury. I'm still going to judge him anyway, though, because he's a fucking degenerate. Right? He is a degenerate, dude. But yeah, man. This one, like, oh, here's a fucking Jesus, dude. This is crazy. So this is a poll in the Texas 23rd district, right? Look at this. So this is an R+7 district, guys. This is really interesting. Look at this, right? You ready? Look at this, dude. It's a R+7 district, and Talarico is winning in both. Dude, isn't that crazy? And fucking the governor's race is tied in an R+7 district. That is a devastating poll. Holy shit. That's over by El Paso and shit too. El Paso and San Antonio. That is brutal, guys. That is fucking brutal. Like, oh my God. They are in trouble. They are, guys. They are in trouble. Dude, how? How do you fucking, like, how does Trump fuck it up so bad, guys? You know what I mean? Like, this is what I don't understand, guys. I mean, think about this. Think about this. Donald Trump, after lying about the election and being an insurrectionist, being a degenerate, he wins the presidency back. And he has a chance. He has both houses of Congress. He has a chance to, like, do some good shit for him. We weren't going to like it, but he could have partnered up with his Republicans and they could have passed some of their agenda. And instead, he is now underwater on every single issue, even his signature shit, okay? Even his signature fucking, you know what I'm saying? Even his signature fucking immigration issues, he is like buried under, okay? He is buried under everything, dude. Let's find one, right? Trump right now, dude, a week ago, Trump on an inflation, 32%, dude. Oh my God. In Iran, right? Like, what is it? Oh, that's an X poll. We're not going to listen to an X poll. Dude, it's like so crazy, bro. Let's find a good one, right? Okay, here we go. That's February 28th. Let's find a March poll. Dude, his approval is so bad. It is, dude. Right? I want to find a good poll that shows like all of the issues. All right, here's one. All right. So this is Trump's March 8th. Okay. Dude, he's got a 44% approve, which is like, feels high. But here's what he's got. So on border security is the only thing he's in the positive, which is border security, guys. 53%. So he's winning on border security, but like that doesn't even matter, right? Like that is the least impactful. Like, oh great, you closed the border, you've kept the border secure, good job. But even on immigration, he's underwater by 10 points. Foreign policy, he's under by 11. Iran, he's under by 13. And inflation, he's under by fucking 26, bro. Right? You know what I mean? Like, dude. And like, even immigration, he's even losing on immigration. You know why? Because he promised all of this, you know, oh, we're going to deport everybody. But they're not like deporting everybody. They're not like really deporting hardly anyone, you know? And in fact, they killed a couple of U.S. citizens and they've been killing people in the ICE detention centers. And like, you know, innocent people are being held and shipped around the country and they sent people to foreign prisons. And Kristi Noem has been stealing money and they finally fired her. And they fired Bovino. And right. And now, like, dude, he can't even win on his signature issue. Even his signature issue, he is fucking, like, how is that possible, dude? Right? So he came in and he crashed the crypto, right? Crypto was strong for like 4 months. He crashed the crypto. He managed to, like, the H-1B visas that he stuck by, which alienated a bunch of people, right? Because H-1B was like him being pro-immigration. He's destroyed his credibility on immigration. The ICE raids, people didn't love them. They were too harsh. They were grabbing non-criminals. They haven't mass deported anyone. They made a bunch of mistakes. They killed U.S. citizens. They were unapologetic. Kristi Noem was stealing money. Okay, they're in a war in Iran. Gas prices are through the roof. Grocery prices are up. Our energy bills went up, even though he said they'd be cut in half. Nobody wants to travel here. Visit, like, all travel to the U.S. is down. So businesses are hurting because there's no tourism coming to America. Like, he didn't release the Epstein files. He called him a hoax. I mean, he is literally fucked up. Like, he has fucked up every single issue that this guy has had. Every single one. He has just hosed it, bro. Right? I mean, dude. And now he's taking a beating on Iran too. I mean, he is, guys. I mean, you saw this. Right? You probably saw this tweet. Where is it? Right? I showed it yesterday, but it was this one right here. Right? This is Iran Media Now, an Iranian news Twitter that literally just the president of the U.S. graped, right? And like 6 times they put it in the tweet. And okay, so we know that you know, and you saw that video today, right? What was it? The Iran video today? This one? right? The narrative of victory that's showing Trump and the devil and the missiles, right? And at the very end of this thing, right? There's like, right? The narrative of victory that is like depicting the fucking Americans as shitty and that they're fucking sending them home. But there was another one too, right? Where was the other one? Oh, it was this one, all right? This one that ended with Inside Out, Epstein's client. I mean, dude, they're like very clear. You know what I'm saying? They are very clearly, you know, putting forward this, you know, they're not being shy about Trump being Epstein's best friend and Trump, you know, being involved with harming children. You know what I mean? Dude, May Money said, maybe black people should press pause on running for office since you all want to run the world so bad. Let's see what's the end goal here, mediocrity. No, man. Dude, I want more black leaders, boss. I'll say this, May Money. My thing is this. I wish we would do it. I know America's not going to do it, but I wish we had I wish all of our leaders were like women of color. Like the entire Congress, if the entire Congress was women of color for fucking, 20 years, we would be so much better off. Like, my God. We would be so much better off if our Congress could just be filled with black women and brown women and fucking Asian women and Native American women. Like all women of color would be amazing. If we could just have fucking 30 years of that, dude, we would be in such a better place. What if they all have shit politics? They wouldn't all have shit politics, right? I mean, most women of color have decent politics. There's not a lot of women of color that are Republicans, guys. There's some, but there's not a lot. There's very few. So even if you had the whole Congress, all women of color, you would probably have like less than 20% of them would be Republicans. I guarantee you. And there would be a lot of them would be like super leftist, right? I just think there would be a different type of governing that would be a little less capitalist extortionist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what happens is the workers get extorted. Like, oh, we're not going to create any jobs for you unless you let us keep all the money and have all the power. Right? But like, dude, but man, dude, isn't that crazy? I think Iran is really going, like, they're going hard on this Trump shit. And then what was this, dude? Like Trump's video with like the video games and the like, dude, this is just weird, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having like Wii games and then real explosions. Did Nintendo sue him? I hope they did, man. I hope Nintendo does. Because this is just fucking weird, bro. Did they actually sue them? Nintendo sues U.S. government? Oh, no, that's over the tariffs. Dude, Operation Epstein Fury? So they sued over the tariffs, but I don't think they've done anything, right? I don't think they've done anything for that video. Yep. What'd you hear, Matt? Yeah, dude, that we shit. I mean, for me, guys, it's like, you know, it's just, I mean, I didn't love the Iran, right? I didn't love the Iran fucking Lego video either. I mean, oh, they said they were going to, got it. I mean, maybe they will. But so I didn't love the Iran video, the Lego shit, the cartoony shit, whatever. I mean, those cartoony videos, I get it, whatever. They're making some fucking Lego-y propaganda. But I think the thing that bothers me about this video is the same shit that bothered me about the sports videos, because they're combining like real footage, okay? It's not like they made some quirky Lego-inspired video, right? They're making a video where they're cutting Wii in with like actual fucking explosions, you know? And like, I don't know, dude. I think it's tasteless to be making these videos with cartoons and Legos and all that shit to begin with, both the Iran video and this shit. But I think cutting like real explosions into videos with, you know, to make propaganda to spread to kids and or young sports fans or whatever, to try and make war seem cool. Like, I don't think war is cool, okay? And I don't think we should be portraying it. Like, I don't think we should be even going to war. But if you are going to war, and if you are doing some military objective, can we just acknowledge that it's horror? And the people dying on both sides is like brutal and horrible, and fucking nothing good happens during war. There's nothing about it that is sexy or cool or like, fuck yeah. And portraying it as like something to celebrate, like, yeah, we just killed a bunch of these people. We should not be celebrating that shit, because it is not, there is nothing about it that even when you look at something like D-Day or whatever, even the war to fucking stop Hitler and to open up those concentration camps was like horror, okay? So many innocent people died. So many fucking people's lives and their families' lives were changed forever, okay, in the course of like trying to bring that man to his knees. And when all was said and done, it was like nobody was better off, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like everyone was harmed. And you know, and you could even consider that some of that shit was sure necessary to end those camps and to fucking, you know, beat the Nazis back in Europe. But even in spite of that, it was like horrific, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was fucking horrific, you know? And I don't know, dude. So this kind of shit just really fucking pisses me off, dude. It does, man. But yeah, Iran is laying into it. Oh shit, dude. Look at this poll, dude, in Ohio. Acton versus Ramaswamy. Dude, he is that guy. Yeah, no, I know. Jet, you're not wrong. But look at this, guys. You could feel so much. No, I bet you can. Like D-Day. Dude, that Normandy beach, like, Jesus. Talk about horrors. But look at that, dude. Amy Acton is leading fucking Ramaswamy. Dude, Ramaswamy, like, that guy can't win, bro. That guy is such a con man. Like, you have no idea the level of con man with him. Dude, Vivek not winning anything. He better not win anything. Dude, warm pastrami. Dude, warm pastrami is good. Ramaswamy is not good. But warm pastrami, I like some warm pastrami. But I don't like any Ramaswamy, boss. But that is crazy, dude. Dude, who's this idiot? 𝗙𝗍𝗋𝗆𝗏. Dude, what a fucking dipshit. Dude, this guy, I mean, who are these people, bro? I like her lipstick. Her lipstick's a good color. I'll give her that. Dude, when am I running? I don't know, guys. So I've put a couple things on the table, guys. As far as the universe goes, let me just tell you, I'm going to get ready here to go make some videos and go get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of videos out. We're going to get back on the early schedule. I'm trying to get juiced. But so I've put a number of pathways out because, guys, you may have noticed from the way we talk here that I'm more than just political commentary. I am like, you know, a little bit of a life guy too. Talk about life, living, what have you. So I could go a number of paths because right now we're grinding the political commentary and I'm loving it. I'm loving doing politics. I love the community we're fucking building here and I'm learning a lot. But long term, I don't know if I want to do politics for 10 years or 20 years. I don't know. I tend to be like a man of many interests. So I'm right now the goal, I have sort of a 5-year financial goal for my family and things I want to get set up in case something happens to me. So I have like a 5-year plan while I'm doing the political channel of like trying to, you know, get things in order in case I don't live 20 or 30 years, right? So there's like that. Because I'm getting the age, I know people that are dying now that are getting cancer and shit. It's like very real when you get in your mid to late 50s. Okay. So, but I have, while I'm building this political thing, I've been thinking, so what comes next? Because one thing that could very well come next would be to run for office. Okay. And I'm very open to running for office. And I have put some feelers out in many, many ways with the universe about a possible run for office here in Oregon, maybe in Wisconsin, maybe, you know, somewhere else. Maybe I go back to California. We don't know. But there's like energy out there with a possible, yeah, I could see myself running and maybe I would like to do that. Run for Congress, run for Senate or something, right? Would I run in Minnesota? No, I wouldn't. It would either be Wisconsin, Oregon, or California. Those are my 3 home areas. Born in Wisconsin and sort of grew up there, grew up in California and also been in Oregon for 25 years. So it'd be one of those 3 spots. But so that's a possible, right? Running for office is a possibility, right? Now, the other thing I've thought about doing is a travel channel, but more like a travel reality TV show of like me and Jenny travel around the world and I go and meet people in various cities and of different cultures. And I go in and I experience their life and share funny stories with them and get their funny stories. And it's sort of like I go and live in Paris for a month. I go and live in London for a month. I go and live in Bangkok for a month. And then I go out and adventure and I make a reality TV show out of our adventures with the people that we meet and the crazy shit we get into all around the world. Okay. And with that, I could do some live streaming from the various locations. Some of it would be YouTube videos, but it wouldn't just be like a travel YouTuber. It would be more like me taking my life and interacting with other people's lives and having a greater sense of the humanity, like the kind of shit I did when I was on tour, right? When I was on tour, I used to go and just have these experiences where I would go and see the cities through the lens of the locals. And I would like, you know, I have a personality that like people open up to me. And you know, I would be like the main character. And like, I don't know, I think it would be really interesting to go and meet like people and see the lives and the you know, the way people pursue life, the people's like zest for life all around the world, you know? And what's interesting about it is like, I think in doing that, like eventually, I don't know, that could be really interesting. I'm not exactly sure what it would look like, but so that's an option, all right? So there's a number of options that are on the table, but those are like my primary two right now is a possible run for office or a possible like touring the world and sort of like, because what I really want, guys, you ready? What I really want is this, is there's been a rise in nationalism, okay? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's not just here in America. There's been a distinct rise in nationalism. There's a lot of like religious fear, and there's a lot of like immigration fears, and the cultures are evolving, and people are afraid of like globalizing. People are thinking that if they get nationalists and hunker away, they're going to be safer. And like, I want to move towards globalism. And I believe that starts with having a sense of humanity for how similar all of us are, even when we're from different cultures. And that's what I got, guys, when I toured the United States, and I fucking was in every state, and I was hanging out with every kind of person. And what I learned is that, goddamn, bro, people are fucking people, man. They all hurt the same way. They all have fears. They all have dreams. They all have like shame. They all have like deep regrets about the times they didn't pull the trigger on something that was important. And like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now that I think like a sense of like global community could be something, because we've thought like, how are we going to heal after MAGA? Okay. How are we going to heal after some of this nationalism stuff sort of burns itself to the ground? And so I think having some type of like show or some type of thing that is about the global humanity that is done with people that are, you know, that are really people persons, I think it could be real like helpful to the healing. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of like, you know, I'm an American, but I'm not like that America that people despise. Like I'm a globalist. I'm a human being here on planet Earth, sharing this earth with a whole bunch of other human beings. And so let's fucking experience each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's experience each other and fucking see how similar we are and celebrate like this shared humanity, you know? Dude, necessary conversation. I have not seen that. I'll have to check it out. You know? But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see, guys. Right? Online internationalistic, humanistic, saying how to practice the Dharma the right way. All right. Whatever you do, I'll follow you. Let's go, Wesley. So yeah, I don't know. I'm putting feelers out. And in the next couple of years, there might even be more feelers out there, right? You never know. We'll know. But I would kind of like to run for office, but I don't know if that'll present itself. I mean, you know, we'll see. But I also, though, I kind of want to travel, guys. You know, I kind of want to travel. I've only gotten limited amount of travel, right? Some people see globalism as everyone conforming to one way of life. Yeah, I don't know where they get that though, Muhammad. I don't. right? Because like I think the way I see globalism is not about conforming at all, but it's about like alleviating suffering, okay? And it is the thing that we forget is if one suffers, all suffer. And this is facts, okay? It is like if you look at any team sport, you're only as good as your weakest link, man. If you have one person that is really struggling and lagging on the team needs to rally around that guy, and they need to get that person back in the fold, because, you know, if one is suffering, you're all suffering. And that's why it's not about, you know, oh, this, that, or our imperialism or their imperialism. Like somebody thinks, oh, if Russia and Ukraine fight, it doesn't affect us, but no, it does. Okay, Israel bombing everyone in the Middle East, that affects us. Okay, Israel destroying Gaza, even if you didn't die, even if you're not Palestinian, even if you've never known a Palestinian your entire fucking life, you're suffering for the pain those Palestinians went through. Like, we're all carrying that shit. Every time there's a school shooting, we all carry that. Like, we carry all that suffering, you know? And we forget that, man. Or we act like that's not true. That's why alleviating suffering everywhere is really important, you know? You know? How is that so hard to understand? I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to understand. I honestly don't. I don't know. You know, but anyway, now though, I'm gonna go make some videos. I just think, guys, I think, you know, Jenny and I were talking about it a little today. I think I have a personality type that would be really good in that type of show, that type of like interfacing with, you know, new cultures and being the, you know, the American. Like, I think I would be a good representative to take America to all different kinds of places and sort of like heal some of the damage that Trump has caused. Okay? I think I'd be a good candidate for healing some of that shit. Now, it depends though. It depends on what the universe brings. Right? You know? Dude, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ambassador Tommy Hawk. Dude, let's go. Dude, I've gotten compared to Matthew Lillard a whole bunch, dude. I get that comparison a lot. Back when I was playing Fortnite, too. Makes me think of Anthony Bourdain. I mean, dude, I have a little bit of Anthony Bourdain in me for sure. I mean, I've never really watched his content, but I used to see his personality, and I definitely, like, I mean, I feel like we both have a similar passion for life. I think he had a lot more depression than I fucking deal with. He obviously was struggling with some depression. Nicole, let's go. Dude, fame can be a bitch, guys. Dude, fame like fucks people up, guys. Let me just tell you, okay? I'll just tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my thing is it would not be about tourist places at all. And it would more be like, it would be like going and moving into, you know, a neighborhood and then like becoming part of that neighborhood and getting to know, right? I am like a consummate sort of networker, right? Like a networker and a people meter. I mean, I'm a little out of practice now but I mean, you see what we've done here. You see how we're like building a community, and like I show up and I share, and then you guys share, and then you guys share with each other, and you sort of form this community that's sort of based on like showing up over a shared interest. And like, so you can do that in the travel, right? Where you go, and if you rent an Airbnb for a month, you just start going into the neighborhood and you start hanging out in places and introducing yourself to people and meeting some locals and finding out, like, you know, eventually maybe you get invited over for dinner, or you have them over for dinner, or you guys go out and go fucking rent a place on the beach for a week. And then you just go and fucking experience, you know what I'm saying? You go and experience the people and the vibe of that space. But you like, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, it's like, it's more about like you let the people and the place dictate your adventure. And then though, the other thing I would do is I would sort of like treat it like a reality TV show. So I would sort of like try to figure out what the conflict might be, right? Where's the conflict? And then you would mine the conflict, which could mean like people of political differences interacting, or maybe, you know, you got to treat it like a reality TV show. Like, I don't want it to just be like a documentary. It would be more like, you know, what happens when you insert me into, you know, other cultures. And like, I do that sharing thing I do here in America, but like I do it live and in person in, you know, right? You know what I mean? And like experience, become a part of their lives for a little while. And then you leave. And then you leave with like that sadness of like moving away, right? Like, I don't know, any of you guys have been in theater, right? Have any of you guys done any theater? Okay, theater, or if you've made a movie, there's a thing that happens when you do theater where you're there and you get to know each other like really intimately, because it's like this crash course thing, and you develop these strong bonds. And then when the production ends, you're fucking heartbroken. You are like, it is like you're leaving behind a piece of you, and you have to grieve after it's over. It's like very intense. But there's these bonds that develop in there that are so larger than life. And so I would want to like develop that sort of feeling with these people, you know, where you just go and have like a whirlwind romance with a neighborhood in a city, and for like a month, and then you break up, and then you go and grieve for a little bit, and then you go do it again in a new city, but have it even be localized, you know what I'm saying? Like where it could be like a neighborhood, you experience a neighborhood, you know, or right? I don't know. It's just right now, it's just a set of ideas, but I know the sort of vibe I want, and it's definitely something I've never seen anyone do, you know what I'm saying? You're so sensitive. No wonder you're such a great artist. I am. Guys, I think we're really sensitive. I think all of us really are. I think we're a lot more sensitive than we give ourselves credit for. We, as human beings, we really are. We're like so tender. You really see it though come out, like, you know, it comes out more like when we're interfacing with animals or babies, right? It's like, or sometimes, you know, it doesn't come out necessarily with our humans, right? Sometimes we're mean to humans, but I think when you see people like fucking, when you see them interact with animals, sometimes you really see the tenderness. Let's go. All right. You guys ready? It's dance party time now, though, dude. All right. Go to Jackson, Mississippi. Dude, I've been to Jackson, Mississippi, Nicole. I've actually played shows in Jackson a couple times. And in fact, I in particular, driving up the highway on the west side of Mississippi, like the one that goes through the mountains and shit, on the fucking west side of Mississippi was like one of the more amazing drives I've ever taken in America. It was like really beautiful. Deer right up next to the side of the road at like 4 a.m. in the summertime. It was crazy. It was so cool. It was like on the fucking, you know, like, yeah, it was neat. It was neat. I had a good show in Jackson, actually. I liked Mississippi. I don't know, man. The South, I like the South, but like I feel so much of the pain. There's a lot of pain in the South, like in the soil. It's like in the trees, in the buildings. You can feel it. Like you go to the South, if you are empathetic at all, you go there and you can feel the like the trauma. It's like, it's really intense, man. It's really intense. My journeys through the South when I was touring there, through some of the small towns in like southeastern Georgia, southeastern Alabama, it's like really like heavy. It's a heavy duty place. Like if you want to tap into the pain of America, I'm going to tell you right now, there's 2 areas, right? One, you go to the South, okay? You tap in, you can really tap in the South, but the other one is in the plains, man. Like, oh my God, you go through like Oklahoma and Kansas and the Dakotas in the native areas where it's got that heaviness too, man. You know, the places where they were piling up like 50,000 buffalo when they were exterminating the food supply and shit. Really intense. Like that's one of the reasons why I liked Oklahoma so much, but it also kind of breaks your heart, you know, is because you can feel that, like, you can feel that American, like, you can feel our history there, and it's not good, you know, it is not good. It is like a lot of pain. Like there's so much pain in America, man. Dude, New Orleans like wrecked me. It did. New Orleans absolutely wrecked me. I loved it, but it just wrecks me. It like New Orleans is just really otherworldly in so many ways, because not only with New Orleans was it an epicenter. I mean, it was the Mississippi River. Okay. Like New Orleans, first off, it was inhospitable. Okay. Before they had like the levees and shit, New Orleans would flood and everybody would have to leave during the summer because it would flood and there would be malaria. If you stayed there, you'd be dead. So like the city had a history of just death and overwhelm to begin with. You know, there'd be like a foot of water all the time, right? Because it's basically underwater, like New Orleans. It's below the fucking sea level and shit. Okay. And so the city itself was like toxic and deadly, just the city, right? Its location. But then it was the mouth of the Mississippi, which in those days was like everything. All of the people lived right near the Mississippi. So everything that fed the entire middle of America had to go through fucking New Orleans. And it was like a huge slave trading market and a huge like market of everything. Like, and there was like, obviously those port towns were like filled with the sex trade and gambling. And so there's a lot of like just demons upon demons upon demons. You know what I'm saying? But you feel all of that. Like, oh my God, I go there and it's like, whoa, dude, it is like so rich with like, it's like, I don't know, New Orleans, when I go there, I feel like it is like the breath that fills the lungs of the entire country and has all the pain in the country, all like centralized into one place with these really old buildings, tons of ghosts, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like heavy, bro. It is like an energy is like, whoa, dude, this is like, I almost moved there. I did. I almost moved there. Dude, I almost moved there, but I moved to Portland instead. And after I got to Portland, I almost moved for a while. I was looking at places in New Orleans, because I really wanted to fucking live there. But I'm glad I didn't, because I think I would have died. I think now that I've had therapy and shit, and now that I've done all this healing work, I think it would be very different. But if I had moved there before I did all that healing work, it would have been no good, dude. It would have been no good, boss. All right. It's time, though. Let's get it. Dude, let's go. Mississippi blues. Dude, I got the blues in me. Believe me. Believe me. All right. Yo, baby. You're 60 miles east of what? Of New Orleans? Dude, there's some voodoo. Let's go. You're from Grants Pass? Dude, I used to play in Grants Pass, Medford. I played a lot of good shows there. Let's go. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, all right, guys. You ready? Dude, who's ready for a little deja vu? You can dance if you want to. The night is young and so am I. Dude, sorry guys. Tonight was kind of meandering. And I don't know, dude. I've got to get focused. I've been a little like going through some shit, trying to get my mania back. Had a little sadness. I think the world, all the wars like getting to me. Dude, war gets to me, guys. I don't like when I know that there's been war, in Ukraine and Russia, and that's kind of lingering, but like, man, when we're involved, when our country is hurting people like that, I don't operate well during it, dude. It really does get to me. Like, I don't know. I wish it didn't, but it does, All right. You ready? Dude, yeah, there's so much toxicity. Dude, I feel like with me, I feel like we got to get this SAVE Act buried. I want them to just vote the SAVE Act down and get rid of that shit. Like, the SAVE Act needs to fucking go. And because, dude, every day we are like inundated with the SAVE Act. Is like, my God, dude, if I see it, there's like 200 fucking Twitter posts a day, bro. It's so annoying. It's like, I've never seen anything like that, dude. And this shit's gonna fail, dude. It's not even gonna pass, right? It's embarrassing to be in a country that's a bully. I know. Dude, Trump is a war criminal at this point, guys. He is a war criminal. All right, you ready? I gotta go, dude. I got to get the show on the road, boss. I got some Chinese food in there, and we're going to fucking hit it here. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. You guys fucking really going crazy tonight. Dude, everybody, like all the support lately has been insane. You know what I'm saying? Every night, I feel like we got a really good crew of people that are here, like night in and night out. And that like means a lot, dude. Like the community is growing. And fucking, dude, and Wilfred, thank you for dropping the big banger. Dude, everybody with the donos and all the memberships, I appreciate you guys. But mostly, I'm just glad you guys are here going through it. Like yesterday, I was so depressed yesterday. And like, I don't know, last night's stream really helped me out. You know, tonight was a little meandering, I think is because my massage was like super emotional. I was a little discombobulated. I'm going to try and be back on my game tomorrow. Like, streams are always a little better politically when I'm focused and I have an agenda I'm bringing in. And like, but some days I'm just scattered and we're going to come in here and just fucking meander. That's the way it's going to be. Right? Oh. All right, you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Here we go, baby. A little deja vu. Oh, 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 oh. It's over. Dude, that was amazing. Need you. All right, guys. Thank you. see you tomorrow. Take care of your head. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Until next time. Good night, guys. Thank you.